Hey y'all, so today I'm going to be showing you how to master your eyeshadow. I'm going to be doing this tutorial for you guys that cannot figure out how to get your eyeshadow as flawless as you want it. So first things first, I think, is your brushes. These two brushes are the main brushes I use every single time I do my eyeshadow. I have this big blending brush, which is what I use for my crease color every time. And this is a Morphe B81 brush. It's just like a really big fluffy brush, and it fits in like the large part of my crease perfectly. And then the second brush I use, this is an old Mary Kay brush, but you can find a brush like this from Morphe. You can find a brush like this from probably Walmart. Like, this style brush is very common for blending eyeshadow. So basically just a tapered fluffy brush. You can find this kind of brush anywhere. And then this one is the professional blending eye brush, and this is from e.l.f. I got this from Target. I think it was like $3. It might have even been $1. It's just kind of, it comes to a point, and it's really good for packing in that outer corner color. So when you're trying to deepen your eyeshadow look, this brush is perfect for that. And of course, there's like a ton of other brushes you can use for little details and stuff, but just for a basic eye look, you would need brushes like that. And so the second thing is that you're probably having trouble with is your eyeshadow itself. Some of the eyeshadow might be cheap and just not very blendable, and so you're kind of getting frustrated when it comes out looking maybe streaky or patchy, or it's not very pigmented, and it just doesn't blend well. So I've kind of picked out some of my favorite eyeshadows, and some that you can find at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, just any drugstore or grocery store, anywhere that you would buy your drugstore makeup. So this one, I've mentioned this before, is the CoverGirl True Naked Goldens palette. They have a Goldens palette, they have the Nudes palette, they have a Roses palette, and it just has a different color scheme in each one, obviously. And so I have the Goldens one. They have really pretty colors. Not too many matte colors in here, which to me, I think it needs. But of course you can find any other palette that has more mattes. But it just has a lot of golden shimmery colors in here. And you can create a really beautiful eye look every time. And then BH Cosmetics is great for cheap, affordable, but very, very good quality eyeshadows in any makeup. All of their makeup is amazing quality. This is the Dark Rose palette. It has kind of pink tone eyeshadows in it. You can create a lot of different looks with this palette, and it has 3 blushes in it, which I thought was really cool. And right here it came with a liquid eyeliner, which is a really good liquid eyeliner. It's a felt tip one. This palette is really good for you guys that like color, like that metallic shiny lid color, and they blend flawlessly. So this is a good one. And then these are my Mary Kay shadows. Like I always say, this is a super old palette. They have one of those make your own palette things, and this is what I put in mine. Like I said, these are old. They probably still have these colors. It's just not going to look like this anymore. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with the eye look. So I'm gonna start with the crease, and I'm gonna start with this crease color I always use. It's always good to find a crease color that works really well with your skin tone, and I'm going in with this one right here. I also have found one that I like just as much, and it's the Clean Color Airy Minerals Loose Powder, and it's almost the same exact color. It's like a orangey kind of sand shade. It's really good to warm up that crease. So it'll pretty much go with any eye look you use. So if you're doing a purple, a blue, a green, anything, it'll go really well. So I'm starting with that fluffy Morphe brush that I was telling you guys about in the beginning. And I'm just going to go right into my crease with this color. Just like that. And you see how it's kind of gradient, like it looks darker right here at the crease of my eye and then it just kind of fades into nothing. That's because I went in circular motions. So next I'm going to take that other fluffy brush. It's just like a tapered blending brush, this Mary Kay one. And I'm going to go in with a darker color. I think I'm going to take this brown one in that CoverGirl Goldens palette right here at the end. It's just a matte brown. And I'm gonna go into the outer corner of my eye with it. And now for the lid color. I kind of want this to be a semi-dark shadow look. So I'm gonna go in with that dark rose palette. And I'm gonna take this kind of metallic green color. I've used this color like one time. And I don't think I actually wore it anywhere. So I've been kind of wanting to use this color. So I'm gonna use it today. And for my lid colors, I always use like a flat shader brush, like this one. It just packs the shadow on. It kind of has blue on it, but that's fine. Go into this palette. And then, since it's not as pigmented as I want it to be, this is a easy trick you can use with any eyeshadow if you want it to be more metallic and more vibrant. You're just going to spray your brush with a little bit of a setting spray. You can use any setting spray that you use. This is just the one I use because I hate setting my face with it because it's too sticky, but it's perfect for sticking on that eyeshadow. So I'm just going to spray my brush like that, and I'm gonna go back into that green color and it's gonna come out way more pigmented. I'm going to blend back into my crease with that same brush. I'm not going to put any more product on it, but I'm just going to blend that green shadow and my crease color and my outer color all together. It just makes it more flawless and more seamless. So for my lower lash line, I think I'm just gonna go in with that green shade. Kind of want that pop of color today. And I'm just gonna put it on my entire lower lash line. It's just gonna make it really nice and vibrant. And if you want, you can go in the outer corner with a darker color, and I don't know, it'll make it more mute and not so green if you don't like that. And so last but not least is the highlight. So I'm going in with this smaller e.l.f. brush. This is just the professional eye crease brush. It's just a really small dome tip brush, and it fits perfectly in your tear duct area. So I'm going in back with this Golden's palette, and I'm gonna use this shimmery color right here. It's my favorite. I used it for my highlight today. I don't know if you can see it, but I love that shadow. It's probably my favorite shadow in the whole palette. Tap my brush. And then I'm going to use that same shadow for above my brow. Well, under my brow. And that's the finished eye look. And so now I'm gonna put on a winged liner. I asked you guys in my previous video if you would like to see a winged liner tutorial, so I'm gonna do that now. I'm using the NYC liquid liner. It has a tiny brush. This is not a felt tip one. If you are a beginner and you struggle really bad with putting on a winged liner, I would suggest a felt tip. That's how I started. That's what I used first, and gradually worked my way up to this. But this is what I use because I get a clean, crisp line every single time. Do it over here. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. I usually start right at the center of my lash line and just kind of lay the brush flat onto my lash and pull it back. Very short strokes until I get to the end of my lash line, and then I make that little flick like that, and then I connect that tiny thin wing back down to the lash line, and then I fill it in. And then once you're done filling it in, you just kind of pull that line down to your inner corner. To me, doing it that way helps keep the line thin. So if you don't want the wing, you know, when you're putting on your winged liner and it just keeps getting thicker and thicker and thicker because you keep having to fix the line, when you start from the middle and do the wing first and then go back and connect it to your inner corner, it just helps to me keep the line very thin so you can see all of your beautiful shadow that you work so hard blending. So that's it, and I'm just gonna go back and do the other eye. Okay, this is the finished result. I hope you guys learned from my tutorial and that you won't struggle too much more with your eyeshadow. And I think this is a really easy look to recreate. It was just what, 3-4 shadows, and bam, we got poppin' eyeshadow. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Like, subscribe, let me know down below what you would like to see. And also I have a Snapchat and Instagram that will be in the description box if you want to follow me. So until next time, I hope to see you in my next tutorial. Bye.